Good afternoon and welcome to the Indian Express. Today we are here at Baroda at this beautiful quirky workshop owned by Ekta and her girls. Ekta is a young entrepreneur from Gujarat and she runs, she'll talk about her business herself. But before that, let me just tell you about the objective of this conversation. In October, the President of India, Droupadi Murmu, launched this ambitious program called herSTART campaign, which was herSTART program, which is meant to help women entrepreneurs from Gujarat establish themselves, give them platform, give them ways to propagate their business. So and we at Indian Express thought the best possible way to find out more about this is through the women themselves, women entrepreneurs of the state. So with me is Ekta, who has been running this upscale workshop for about 12 years now. Please tell us more about it, Ekta.
Hi, so I'm Ekta, and I run a studio called Wonkyworks, which is not an upscaling, but an upcycling. No problem.
Yeah.
Upcycling workshop where we work with waste and create products. So to draw people's attention to the fact that there's a lot of waste being generated in our society and that we must do something productive with that. Mainly we work with glass waste at present because that's the training that I've received. But we definitely want to get into plastic and also compostable waste in the future.
And your organization, it's a women-led organization, and it has mostly women workers, right? If you could tell us more about it.
Yeah. So these are Shilpa, Kiran, and Naina. We're all women. So we love a women-only workplace. It's quite liberating, and I think, because there are things which normally society would tell us that you can't do this, you can't drill a hole in the wall, and then you just go and find other people to help you out. But here we do everything ourselves, and then we realize that basically sky's the limit and we can do anything. So
amazing. So Ekta, now rewinding to 2012, or 2010 when you started. How difficult or easy was it for a woman entrepreneur to set up an organization like this in Gujarat?
So my choice was because I studied and worked in Mumbai for a decade, and I did my schooling in Vadodara. My decision was either to set up in Mumbai or to set up in Vadodara. The thing is, I did try a lot of other places, but in 2010 the electricity supply which runs our furnaces was quite sketchy. So the hills were out, the coastal areas were out, and I was left with Mumbai and Gujarat. I chose Gujarat because my parents were here, it's cheaper, and I think I was gearing towards the slower way of life. But I come from a business background, and my parents have been supportive of the creative work that I do. But I think without their support, I might not have been able to set up the studio, because there were no loans available, there was no information available of any kind of support from the government. A couple of years down the line, so say by 2012, when the focus of Wonkyworks turned to sustainability, environmental sustainability, there was nothing available to promote environmentalism or green businesses, and it was literally learning everything from scratch. So without family and community and friend support, I think I might have just gone for a 9 to 5.
So you were saying that things weren't that easy because for women entrepreneurs, even like a decade back. Do you think things have changed now with campaigns like these, or do you think things are much the same for a woman entrepreneur? Because Gujarat is seen as a place which is progressive when it comes to women's issues. It has had a history of women in business, women, like, even in villages, small villages, you have women doing small little businesses.
So no, it is. The thing is, there's a lot of promotion for businesses which are very women centric. So if somebody wants to open a tiffin service, or if somebody wants to do a sewing job, or things like that, then the government is definitely providing loans. Like if there's a lot of offers and loans provided at very low interest rates for someone who wants to start a tiffin service. There are classes where you can learn makeup and mehndi, and you can learn sewing, and the machines are provided free of cost to give a jump start to the women. But like I said, like when you're talking about when you're dealing with a sustainable business and you're trying to make a business out of waste, there's nothing specific for green businesses. So maybe that niche is something that's
a very niche.
Which I find difficult
and
to get support of.
In terms of dealing with your suppliers, in terms of dealing with when you're running a business, you have to deal with different different organizations, different people, different kind of how open or how how accepting are they of women entrepreneurs in Gujarat?
I haven't faced any problem.
Okay.
In fact, in Gujarat, I would say as a woman entrepreneur trying to work with waste and coming up with products, and also being a little bit on the creative and design side, I feel sometimes that it's easier for me to do it than if it was somebody else, because sometimes you need help in the startup, and people, because of the art background in the city, people go out of their way to give you solutions. So I have never faced an issue with regards to the green business or being a woman in Vadodara.
Okay. आप लोग बताइए, आप लोग यहाँ पे काम करते हो, इस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के पार्ट हो, तो आप लोगों को महिलाओं के हिसाब से आपको क्या लगता है कि कुछ प्रॉब्लम फेस करते हो आप अपनी सोसाइटी से जब काम करने आते हो, या फिर कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स जो आप फेस करते हो? आपसे शुरू करते हैं, आपका नाम बताइए।
मेरा नाम किरण है।
हाँ।
तो कभी कभी हो जाता है सोसाइटी में सबका फेस
हाँ, मतलब थोड़ा प्रेशर रहता है, फैमिली
प्रेशर रहता है, फिर कभी कभी घर पे से प्रेशर होता है, घर संभालना होता है, फिर उसके बाद में आके जॉब का करना होता है, तो हो जाता है कभी कभी प्रॉब्लम भी।
पर ये थोड़ा अलग टाइप का है ना, यहाँ पे आप बॉटल से काम करते हो, ये मतलब दूसरी जगह में तो सिलाई बुनाई का काम रहता है, पर ये आप लोगों का अलग काम है, तो इसके हिसाब से आप क्या करना चाहते हो? थोड़ा ऊंचा बोलना। हाँ, सॉरी। हाँ,
वो सबसे काम भी बेटर है, अच्छा है। ऐसे तो अपसाइकिल करना है वगैरह, मतलब नवी पुरानी चीज़ को नवा करना, मतलब वो सबसे ज़्यादा अच्छा है ऐसे तो। और सिलाई बुनाई का तो सबको ही शौक होता है घर पे, पर यहाँ पे कुछ अलग नवा सीखने को मिल रहा है हम लोग को, इसकी वजह से बहुत अच्छा लगता है।
आपको?
हाय, मेरा नाम शिल्पा है।
हाँ।
मैं इधर आई
तब की वंडर वुमन।
जब से मैं इधर आई तब से मेरे को सब सीखने मिला, और ग्लास का ज़्यादा, और इधर सब अपसाइकल भी होता है। फिर हम लोग इधर कैफ़े में भी सब काम कर रहे हैं, सर्व कर रहे हैं। फिर नीचे स्टूडियो में भी पूरा सब फर्नेस लोडिंग, सन ब्लास्टिंग, फिर वॉशिंग एरिया, फिर
जो मर्दों का काम जनरली समझा जाता है वो आप लोग करते हो अभी यहाँ पे।
हम लोग सब साथ में मिलके करते हैं।
तो ये मजा आता है आपको करना?
मजा आता है, और सब सीखना भी मिलता है।
हाँ, आप भी बताइए।
हाय, मेरा नाम नैना है। मैं यहाँ से 2 साल से काम कर रही हूँ, और जैसे कि मैंने यहाँ से स्टार्ट किया और सब मुझे पूछ रहे थे कि कहाँ जॉब कर रही है, तो मैंने बोला कि कांच की कंपनी है, उसका अपसाइकलिंग करते हैं हम लोग। तो पहले तो शौक हो गए कि कांच का अपसाइकलिंग कैसा रहता है। फिर मैं अपने मोबाइल में जो फोटो होता है वो दिखाती कि ऐसा रहता है,
और
तो
देखिए वो लोग क्या बोलते हैं,
शॉर्ट हो जाते थे पहले तो,
शौक हो जाता है।
हाँ, कि लड़कियाँ ही काम करती है, तो हाँ लड़कियाँ ही काम करती है। यहाँ पे सारे विजिट करने भी आए हैं मेरे फ्रेंड लोग, उनको अच्छा लगा है।
Amazing. So as you can see, these wonderful, brave women, they have come together to build a business, and it's reflective of the spirit of Baroda, Gujarat. Baroda itself is seen as a very liberal city, and it's a city of arts, and it's businesses like these, like Wonkyworks, which probably encapsulate the spirit of this wonderful city. This is Premanku Biswas signing off for Indian Express from Baroda. Thank you for joining us.